We got a write-in question here I want to tackle first. I find myself stuck between the sense that I'm constantly striving for more and better. More and better sometimes can be good, unless I'm trying to gain more weight and find better ways to gain it. Depends on what the object of more and better are, and is the object worth it? Boy, we could spend some time on that, couldn't we? It's like the person that climbed the ladder their whole life was always climbing the ladder and got to the top and just leaning against the wrong building. That's not good. Versus the idea that it might be healthier to accept what I've got, what I've accomplished, and the way things are. I've been successful in life and my family is great, but I sometimes worry that comfort means mediocrity. Why do I always feel like I want and need more? Does it ever end? Okay, why don't you write in a hard question? Seriously. I mean, this one is so, I mean, it's easy to give a simple answer, but if you get into the underbelly of this thing, I mean, this is a hairball. I mean, this thing is, it's got so much into it, which um, gosh, I need to do a whole course on this. Listen, the basis, when you get to one of the things that bugs me is that a lot of people of faith say, well, humanism says man is basically good, and the Bible says man is basically bad. The Bible doesn't say man is basically bad. It says basically, go back to the story. We were created good, and then we fell into badness. So before, there's two sides of this. Let's say there's desire. I'm going to give you two words about more and better: desire and growth. Okay. On one side, that's good. Greed and envy on the other side might want more and better also. So when you get to the basic goodness of how you're created, God designs you with desires. In fact, he says he will give us the desires of our heart. They're good ones. They're good for us. It says the hunger of a person is what drives them to work. Wanting a better relationship with your spouse or kids or whatever, that's a great thing. I want more intimacy, more connection, more groundedness, more peace, more joyful feelings in life. Atta boy, atta girl, that's great. That's great. Desire is a really, really good thing. And when we have desires and hungers for more, that basically is the way we're designed. That's why you go through metabolic cycles every day and you had dinner, but you're gonna wake up the next day and you're gonna want some more. That's not bad. Okay. But there is a cycle to this called satiation, where satisfaction has got to be internalized to where it produces good things in us. And so your successful career, that's great. Remember I said the other side of desire is growth, and you grew and you wanted more, and now you have a successful career and a good family. That should create ongoing feelings of gratitude and appreciation and proud of yourself. The Bible says be proud of yourself, not comparing with others, but proud of your own work, it says. That's a good thing. Erickson called it ego integrity the longer life goes on. So that's a really good thing to like what you've done if it's been good. But there's also with that is this drive to grow. See, we were never designed, a tree isn't designed. If you go back, if you could live in the Garden of Eden, a tree wasn't supposed to go and just turn into a museum piece. We're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Multiplication is getting more. So you may have come to a point where the way that you're doing it has been great. And it's time to look at, I may not be working anymore and I may be successful in whatever your career, but you have gifts and abilities. And what are some more fun things and fulfilling things to serve you and other people that you can do with those? That's great. That's growth. That's getting to more and more good things. Somebody asked me the other day, so, you know, when do you think you'll retire? Talking about looking forward and all that. I said, why? Why would I retire? Because if I retired, what would I do? What I love to do is talk to people about life and working on things and all of that. So I don't know. I'm never going to stop doing that. I want to do more of it. So that can be a good thing. Now, here's the problem. On the other side of that, the bad part of humanity is when we disconnected from the all good creation, connected to God, we were infected with this other thing called envy. And envy basically defines that which is good by what I don't have. That's why some people get a car that they envy forever and it's good for a minute, but then their neighbor gets a better one or their sibling gets a better one. And now this one doesn't matter anymore. They want that one. Why? Because the one they got is not good? No, because I don't have that other one. And when we start wanting more or better because it's out of envy that we can't feel gratitude and pleasure in what we have. In other words, if you got a house that you loved when you moved into it or your apartment and it's great and you really like it, but then you go to a party at somebody else's house or their apartment and all of a sudden yours isn't good anymore, what happened? Well, envy wiped it out. Yours is still good. How about if we're healthy? How about I love mine and man, yours is amazing, and appreciating and loving it and admiring it and going home and being really happy with yours. Envy destroys marriages, for example. So I would just get at the underbelly of what is driving it. Be grateful for what you have, and just ask yourself, it may not be in those areas that you need more or better, but say, where's my next growth step? What talent do I want to stretch myself? You know, and figure out, always ask the question, what is it I want more of? There will never be enough money, never be enough promotions, never be enough trophies for anyone who thinks that those things are going to satisfy them, because that's not what satisfies human beings. But there may be a good desire for more, you know, if you got a financial goal you want to get to or whatever that brings things that are good instead of having the coolest house or the coolest car or the coolest outfit. Which this warning label was on every Instagram post. Okay, hope that helps. Does it ever end was the way you answered your question. No, not if we believe in desire and growth, but the bad stuff can end. And so the misery can end as well.